planning on stealing something?
No, ma'am, we're not.
Plan on murdering me in my sleep?
What? No.
Where do you get off?
Just a couple of people who totally got off, bro.
Hey, show us your basement.
What? No.
Welcome back. Welcome all to Show Us Your Basement. I am your host, Alberto, and I'm joined by our other three hosts, Edgar, Eric, and Josh. Thank you for joining us. We are recording this a little bit more later, so we appreciate you guys hitting that like button, subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. Follow us on all of our socials. Our latest episode just dropped where we talk about, what did we talk about? What refreshes? What was the last episode we just did?
Wasn't it the
Josh, what did we record last time?
We talked about the how Lost is the greatest series of all time.
Oh, yes.
That's right. So that is up on our YouTube channel, wherever you get your podcasts as well. So go ahead and listen to that and all the plethora of episodes of Show Us Your Basement. We hope you guys enjoy it. Before we get into the main meat and potatoes of the podcast, I don't think we've discussed some of the newest trailers that have come out the past few weeks. Thought we should cover it. At the time of this recording, a few days ago, the Resident Evil trailer dropped. Figured we'd talk about that. There's a teaser trailer for Clayface. Not much going on there, but there was a bit of a teaser, so we might as well talk about that. And Evil Dead Burn. A small, tiny teaser for the new Evil Dead movie. So let's go from chronological order. You guys have seen the Evil Dead Burn trailer, correct? A little teaser for it.
Of course.
Edgar, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it's going to be great.
Damn.
Yeah, I think
Off
so.
of, how long was it? Like a 45-second?
Was it? I
Yeah,
thought it was like a
it
teaser?
didn't show anything.
Didn't
It
show
showed
anything?
nothing.
And you think it's going to be great?
Yeah.
All right. Eric, are you not driving right now, right?
No, not driving, but I will say this. After watching the remake, I am definitely looking forward to Evil Dead Burn. So Edgar, don't worry. I'm not a hater. I actually, if you're excited, you should be.
Yeah.
So good. This is good.
It's one thing to be excited. It's another thing to state that it's going to be great based on a 40-second teaser.
I have to kind of agree with Josh. Look,
I am excited.
I'm excited
Don't
too.
get me wrong, but is it going to be amazing?
Yeah.
Only time will tell. I think only time will tell, to be honest. But
But
How
it
can-
truly is a definition of a teaser.
it is.
I will say that.
But I also like the marketing so far, which is to say there hasn't been that much marketing. I think they're probably going to ramp up here in this next month in May, as well in June. We'll probably get an actual official trailer.
Was it coming out in July? Or?
July. It's coming out in July. So in 2 months, it's going to be coming out. We have not gotten a full official trailer. But I'm glad that we're being kept in the dark.
Yeah.
We're not really getting to see too much. I guess we could kind of break down the trailer. It's kind of like a one shot of just like this girl being like chased by these deadites. He's trying to like just survive while all this like chaos is happening around in this like house, which I guess a lot of people are saying is like part of the Evil Dead universe. It's like a house that exists in the
show?
TV show, and now it's being brought into like the main like film timeline or whatever. I don't know what's going on, but it does look batshit crazy. It does look like it's Evil Dead through and through, so I'm excited for that. But it is 40 seconds. It is not.
Okay, Mr. 40 Seconds. You can say the same thing about Resident Evil. You got a teaser trailer.
But that was like substantial. That was like what, almost 2 minutes?
Well, yeah.
Almost 2 minutes. This is an actual like
Before we started, I saw in the article they talked to the director of Evil Dead Burn.
Mm.
I think he said in the beginning of the film it's gonna be just 10 minutes of darkness, and all you hear is just people.
10 minutes?
Yep.
10 minutes of being in the dark?
Yeah.
Kind of risky.
People compared it to. I guess there's a scene like that in Undertone.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Undertone.
Had
Yeah.
it. So
Okay.
Evil Dead's gonna do the same thing. 10 minutes of just pure.
Like auditory,
just-
like horror.
Yeah. What do you
kinda-
think about that?
Oh, look, the thing I like about the Evil Dead movies is that they're always trying something different,
Mhm.
something new. Say what you want to say about Rise. Say what you want to say about the remake.
Mhm.
They've all tried something different with each movie. They're all uniquely different. So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
As long as the formula of Evil Dead is attached to it,
Mhm.
I'm okay for it. you know?
Okay.
I agree. I agree.
There's just not much to talk about because it is such a short teaser. We will, keep our eye on it. This will be something we review on the podcast when it comes out. But just to kind of refresh all of our memories. Josh, what did you think of Rise when it came out?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I love the family aspect of it. Yeah, it was great. It was claustrophobic,
Mm-hmm.
being that it was in a tiny apartment in New York,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So, and then the sister being there, the mother being sick, right? It's been a hot minute since I've seen it, so I can't speak too well of it. But I left enjoying it. Now I will say this new one, it is at risk of being overlooked. I will say that with the shortness of the trailer, with the lack of promos as well, and I feel like there's a small percentage of people that know what Evil Dead is. Maybe that's just my opinion. And I may be wrong, but I think it does have the potential to unfortunately be overlooked. It doesn't mean I'm not saying that it's going to be a bad movie, but it's giving me like vibes like Dread.
Okay.
As
Okay.
great as that movie was and how much that was overlooked, that's what I kind of fear about this one. I think it's so risky doing a 40-second trailer because the next trailer we're going to be talking about too later on is Resident Evil. I think they showed enough with very little as well.
Yeah. Right. No, I
So-
agree. I agree. Eric, what were your thoughts on Rise? Do you remember what your thoughts on that one was?
Yeah, it's just a quick little clip. I tend to stay away from trailers. I like to build the anticipation, not read too much into what I'm seeing. I like to go into it as blind and dumb as I possibly can so I can try to enjoy the movie for what it may be.
Yeah.
Give me all the surprises. I don't want to have any idea, I just don't like to. Sometimes trailers can mislead you, and whether it's good or bad, right? And so I try to just keep an open mind. And teasers are fine when they're just like 30-second clip, but I just leave it.
Answer that question, Eric. He asked you how Rise was, not Burn, the trailer.
Oh, yeah. What did you think of the last movie, Rise?
Oh, I haven't watched Rise yet.
Oh, you haven't seen Rise?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to.
Okay, you're gonna probably watch that before Burn, huh?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna watch it before.
Okay. Good.
Okay, all right.
And I haven't watched anything on Rise either.
Edgar,
Oh.
you're a big fan of it. Which one was better, the remake or Rise?
Remake. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
They're both pretty good movies. I just saw Remake more recently, like a few months back. I think that movie was pretty good. I also saw Rise more recently too. I think Rise is more Evil Dead than Remake is.
Remake is more like it has the DNA of Evil Dead.
It has the DNA of the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was not very hokey and corny and all that, but you gotta like the more recognizable Evil Dead movies that people love are like the second one, Army of Darkness. Some people TV shows. I think Rise honors the second one more than it does the first one.
Yeah, because it's more like you said, quirky. It's more like it has that comedic feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not terrifying.
No.
Evil Dead Rise has some pretty
Yeah.
gross. I think it's more gross than terrifying. Same thing kind of with Remake. But Rise I think was pretty good. I think Eric will enjoy it. We'll have to check back with Eric the closer we get to the release of Burn. Clayface. We also got a teaser for Clayface. How long was this one? I remember watching it like during a break on work, like at work.
I think it was the same length, like the.
It's like maybe like a minute long, I think.
Yeah, like a minute something. Yeah.
Yeah, minute 4 to be exact.
So this is being integrated into James Gunn's universe. Am I correct in that? Where does it land in the DCU right now?
I feel like it lands with the Matt Reeves Batman's
Is it?
like universe, kind of like with the Penguin. Same thing. I feel.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna just get my thoughts out there right out the gate. I have I'm very neutral with Clayface. I'm not excited for it. I'm not like hating on it or anything. I'm just kind of neutral with it. Like, this feels like, what's next? Are they going to do the Calendar Man? And it's going to be a supernatural fucking DC movie?
Is Clayface a B villain? B-list villain? Is Clayface a B-list villain?
I think he's kind of B-list. I think he's lower on the B-list side. Do you disagree?
Yeah, I disagree.
Is he lower than that?
I think he's a top tier villain, in my opinion.
Maybe. Well, then how come he's not prominent?
Oh yeah.
It's because a lot of people don't gravitate to him, and just because a lot of people don't gravitate to him doesn't mean that he's not a top tier villain.
What makes him top tier, Josh? I'm curious.
See.
Batman the Animated Series.
Okay. Enough said, or what?
That's one of the greatest episodes, and you can't actually, oh man, that like Two-Face episode was classic, right? Bane's episode was great. Clayface episode was so amazing. And to take this broken character that was like such a great actor, and then to lose his face and be scarred and be addicted to this like medication of looking normal, right? And then to have that stuff like shoved down your throat, and then evolve into this character. You're gonna tell me he's a B-list character?
What's he doing as a villain? What's he doing as a villain, Josh? Like, what's he?
What do you like?
How's he
like,
attacking
do you expect him
Batman?
to pop? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand.
Well, because you're just describing a broken character.
Joker?
I mean, I just don't understand.
What makes him a B-list character?
He's not very interesting.
Like, when you look at the road, this is the thing that frustrates me. I'm going to bring this up because we had this conversation a while back. You guys made a statement that the Riddler was a B-list villain as well. What his rogue gallery is so huge, right? It's easy to say like his A-list villains are what? Joker, like Bane, Two-Face. I would also put Clayface in that category. I would put Riddler in that category. You know, like to me, a B-list villain is like Calendar Man, Victor Zsasz. The ones that are in the background that don't
Yeah.
actually have the spotlight like Two-Face does, like the Riddler does. You know, these guys have had major spotlights in animation, in comics as well. You know, and people just want more of it. You know,
Yeah,
is
but
Mr. Freeze a B-list character?
he's better than I would have preferred a Mr. Freeze movie over like Clayface. I think. I just don't understand why Clayface of all characters to do like a spin-off movie off.
Because everything that we've been given Batman wise has been oversaturated, and it's fresh, and it's new, and it's a great. It's gonna be an amazing story about a broken individual that falls from grace and becomes a monster.
I'd much rather see like a Two-Face movie. Me personally, I think that would have been very interesting.
Or Mad
He's
Hatter.
gotten 2 films. He's gotten 2 films.
Are we really going to count the Batman and Robin one though? I mean,
Batman Forever. First off,
well, thank you for correcting me. Who gives a shit? Eric, what are your thoughts on the Clayface teaser?
I like what Josh just said about the oversaturation. Like, let's not judge a book by its cover just yet, because we've seen plenty of Joker. And it's not to say that we don't want to see him more, but I really like what they did with Penguin. Right? Penguin was kind of a goofy character, and then they made him a much more prominent character, one that is a lot more of a villain. He's more of a mob boss, and I like that angle they took with that, and I thought it was done really well. And then his spin-off show was great. So I think there's a really good opportunity here to kind of introduce a more unfamiliar foe to the broader audience, right? So I think that there's a lot of room here to have potential, and I think we should find out if he's going to be connected to Matt Reeves or James Gunn, because I think there's going to be a big difference in that. Could be.
I agree.
I think if he's Matt Reeves, if he's going to be in that universe, I think the potential is going to be really good. I don't know about James Gunn. I don't want to judge that yet, but I would like. Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, I just looked it up. It is actually going to be in James Gunn's universe.
What
not
the
Matt
fuck?
Reeves.
Okay. Well,
Ooh,
either
risky.
way, it's an opportunity to introduce a villain that we're not familiar with. Let's start fresh. DC's gotta kind of bring something new to the table here, and I think they've done well with expanding a little bit on their villains and focusing more on the ones you don't hear as much about or you haven't seen as much. And regardless if they're A-list, B-list, whatever, right? I think Josh is right. I think Clayface deserves a little more credit in the lore of Batman than maybe we're giving him or the way you're kind of giving him. Let's just wait and see. I think this could be very interesting. Again, I'm going to try to watch as little promos as I can about it and go into it with an open mind. So I think this is good. I think this is a good thing. I was hoping it would be Matt Reeves, but it is what it is, you know.
Okay.
And the Riddler. Like, I think the Riddler is an A-list villain for Batman, for sure.
Oh, well,
And yeah,
I agree.
we talked about him a little bit, but I like what they did with him. They actually kind of took him and made him a much more, like, he was a dork and he became a badass, you know?
Yeah.
And I like what they did there. I think maybe people were more upset about the costume, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting costume, but it worked. He wasn't, I always felt like the Riddler could be, if you're not careful with the Riddler, or if you're not careful with the Riddler, you're going to get the Joker. And that's what happened in Batman Forever. It was kind of just like a different version of the Joker, and I think that's too close. So you had to find a way to tweak him to make him not be so goofy, kind of. You had to make him a little bit more like of a trickster versus just chaos, you know? And so let's be patient with Clayface. Let's let this play out. I know what you mean. Of course, everybody wants to see Two-Face. maybe his day will come. Like, I think we need to see him in a more prominent role. Yes, I think the Dark Knight, he was not the focal point of that character, of the Two-Face that we imagined. So maybe I think he's coming down the road, though. I think he's coming. I hope he's in Matt Reeves. I think he'd be a great fit there.
I agree.
Like the Batman animated series kind of version of him in Matt Reeves. I would love to see something like that.
So I just Googled who are the most prominent Batman villains.
Mm-hmm.
They said the big three is. This is according to Mojo.
Okay.
Watch Mojo. The big three, which is the Joker, Catwoman, and the Penguin.
Oh.
Okay.
And then you have Riddler, Two-Face, Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Bane, Ra's al Ghul, Harley Quinn, Mr. Freeze,
Damn, where's Clayface?
Clayface, Killer Croc, Hugo Strange. This one's interesting. The ventriloquist and Scarface, Hush, and Black Mask.
Damn, Black Mask is at the bottom, huh?
Oh, okay.
Edgar, what were your thoughts on the teaser? Did you see the teaser?
Yeah, same as you. I feel neutral. At first, I thought it was a show. So when I heard it was a movie, it's like, oh, okay, that's because it was rumored to be a show at first, kind of like the Penguin, you know. So it was kind of weird they took that direction as a movie.
Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be like more of like a horror, like a little tone of horror.
Yeah, kind of like body horror.
Yeah,
which is
horror.
that is the tone you're gonna want
Mm-hmm.
with the Clayface movie. You want to lean into the body horror.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, look, we're gonna see more of it. I think Eric is right. We should wait. Let's let them cook, as they say. Let's let them cook. Let's see what they got in store. Another trailer where I get to kind of.
Oh yeah, you know who? I don't mean to cut you off. Do you know who wrote Clayface?
Oh, yes, it's the name's escape. Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Okay, that does make me feel a bit better.
Shit. Okay, I forgot. Okay.
That is true. That's a good point. Yeah, thank you for bringing it up, Josh. Yeah, Mike Flanagan is writing the film, so if he's behind it, maybe we'll get something pretty good out of it. Who knows? Next trailer, the newest trailer that just dropped that is getting a lot of buzz in the video game world. Zach Krager, his version of Resident Evil teaser trailer dropped, I believe, Wednesday. It's been a few days. I've rewatched this trailer plenty of times. I've been really interested, very intrigued by Zach Krager's version of Resident Evil. When I heard that he was making the movie, I was just like, okay, this is going to be. I have hope that this is going to turn out to be pretty good. And after seeing the teaser trailer, I am relieved. I feel like, yeah, I think it is going in that direction. I think this might be another pretty good video game movie, alongside what a lot of people were saying Mortal Kombat 2 is going to turn out to be. We'll get into that in a bit. But Resident Evil, I want to hear your thoughts on it, Eric. Did you see the trailer for Resident Evil? What did you think of it?
I have not seen it yet.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
you must understand that I believe Resident Evil was a PlayStation exclusive. Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
For a minute, yeah.
For a while. It was like known as a PlayStation title.
Yeah.
I never had a PlayStation, so I never played the games.
Wow.
So my familiarity and what I bring to the table on my opinion about Resident Evil is not great. Now, I watched a Resident Evil movie, the first one they released with Mila Jovovich way back.
Yeah.
Didn't really care for it, but I didn't know anything about it. I think you should quell your expectations, because this is a this is a game franchise that has always failed at making the movie adaptation, and they have continued to try to do it over and over and over without success. So now I know Zach Kreger's doing this, so that gives you hope.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But this is a thing that's just been kind of regurgitated multiple times. So I don't know what to expect. I will probably see it because I know Zach Kreger now. So there is intrigue there, but I'm not an expert, so I can't speak well to it, unfortunately.
Okay.
But quell your expectations, because you just went and watched Silent Hill on your birthday. You were let down. You almost walked out.
Yeah. Well, see,
I think it's the perfect time, Albert and Edgar and Josh. I'll speak more to you, Albert.
Yeah.
Just go in with try not to watch trailers. Just go into it.
I can't. I don't know.
With the lowest of expectations. I think
can't.
it's the best way you can approach this movie.
There's certain games, there's certain properties where I just can't in good conscience do that, Eric, and I feel like Resident Evil is one such franchise. I fucking love the Resident Evil series.
It can be done.
It can be done, all right.
I went into Alien Earth with kind of just neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Neutral. I stayed away from trailers.
Yeah.
This is a franchise I love. I remained neutral, and thank God I did. Because had I built this up in my head like, oh, it's just great. It's going to change the franchise. We're going to get what we wanted.
Yeah.
Prometheus kind of failed to give us that duet with Covenant. And I was like, wow, this is the biggest flaming pile of shit I think I've ever seen. So just calm down.
Hey, look. I do want to kind of gush a little bit about this trailer because there were some things I really liked. Josh, you saw this trailer, correct? Okay.
I did.
Before I kind of dissect a little bit what gets me excited for this movie, what were your thoughts on it? I think I'm guessing you're also kind of around the same feeling as Eric. You're a little bit like cautiously optimistic.
I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm excited. I've been itching for a Resident Evil movie, a legitimately good Resident Evil movie. I'm a fan of the franchise. Fan of the remakes. I am one of the few people that like the remake of Nemesis. I was okay with it. Not worth $60. You bought it for $60. You're a sucker.
That was me.
But
I mean, I'm sorry, but I had to.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love the story. I love 7. I even like Village. The trailer looks great, and I'm the type of person where I can go in. If you guys like ruin a movie for me and spoiled it for me, it doesn't ruin it for me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can go in and still be like, I didn't like it, So I'm kind of on the opposite side of Eric. I love teasers, I love trailers, things like that. Now I will tell you that there's 2 things that I know about, 3 things about the director. Okay, guy's very damn good at making trailers. Very good. Proved it with Weapons. He's proved it with Barbarian. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's good at making a movie 80% through, 90% through. I am worried about the ending of this movie.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I understand where you're coming from with that. I enjoyed the endings of both Barbarian and Weapons. I understand where people come from, though. It did definitely take a left turn, but I don't know. I was a fan of them, and so I'm not too worried about the way it's going to end. I think that's the least of my concerns. I'm a lot more concerned about how Zach is going to manage to capture the spirit of the video games. And based off the trailer and his breakdown of the trailer, I don't know if you've seen the breakdown of the trailer. I think it's on like YouTube, like IGN did like an exclusive thing where they broke down the trailer, and just hearing him talk about what he wants to capture, the spirit, the essence of the games, not necessarily the characters, not even the enemies, but more so just like the feeling you get of playing the game, right? Like like managing resources, scraping by, looking for ammunition, and exploring these like fucking locations that you don't know what's going to be behind the next door, and like finding keys that open. So that sort of aspect of the games, it seems like he's really attaching himself to when he's creating this film, and that makes me feel pretty optimistic. I know there's a lot of fans that are like, this doesn't look like a Resident Evil movie. Where's Leon? Where's Claire? Where's like... To me, it feels like it doesn't matter if those things are not part of this film. He's clearly stated this takes place alongside the second game, but it's on a different, like, cross town with a different character and everything like that. Like,
I think that's smart.
it's smart. It doesn't touch the source material. It respects it by not touching it and just adding to it. So
The source material has been done so many times, and it's failed.
It failed,
technically.
they did.
So let's give you something refreshing.
Well, also, I think a lot of fans, including myself, look at the franchise with a bit of rose-tinted glasses in terms of its story. The stories were never really like the strongest part of the Resident Evil games. I think you really play it for the survival horror aspect, where you're just like trying to... It's like a puzzle, right? You're going into a room. How am I going to take out these zombies? How am I going to get to the next room? Stuff like that. If that's what he's going for, I'm all for it. I'm excited. I know it's just a teaser. I will take Eric's advice. I will try to quell my expectations, as hard as it may be. But, I mean, I think Zach Cregger knocked it out of the park with weapons. I don't see that... The way that they described it, which is like the Mad Max Fury Road of zombie movies, all right, you got me with that. I'm sat. So I'll be there when it comes out. Edgar, we haven't heard your opinion. Sorry, go ahead. I kind of feel like
out of all these trailers, I think this one's also like I'm excited for, because he's on a roll right now. This the director Zach Cregger, you know. We last year we got weapons. Now we're getting this one like right off. Like it feels so like quick turnaround. You know. The cool thing about it is like it's an original idea he had. He just put it into a Resident Evil universe. So that's kind of like I want to see how that turned out, you know?
Yeah.
Because it feels like a Resident Evil, but it feels like an original like horror story idea type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
You forgot one thing. He said there's not a lot of zombies in this film. It's more like the creatures, he said.
Yeah, he did mention that. That's right.
So I'm kind of like, how's that? I just want to see how that's going to work, you know, with no zombies, because zombies are the main, like, thing in the Resident Evil franchise. So,
right.
I like everything the whole thing, like for the whole trailer was like had me like excited, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't wait. September, right? Or
September
October
18th.
September 18th.
So it's gonna kick off the Halloween season.
This is the first one where all those test screenings went fine. Like I guess no reshoots, no nothing, because people loved everything. It's a quick 90.
This could be the movie that might make some Zach Cregger fan, or not fans, but people who are a little bit on the fence about him, might actually make them fans of this director.
Yeah.
Who knows? So we'll see.
Agreed. That's a good point.
We'll see what happens. It's going to come out soon. Another video game movie that's coming out here soon is Mortal Kombat 2. I've been seeing a lot of promotion for this film. This movie was originally slated to come out in October last year. I'm kind of glad they didn't do that. They didn't pull the trigger on it. I feel like we're waiting for a bigger moment, and I think May is perfect because there's not really that many movies coming out. I think Mandalorian and Grogu's coming out, but I think this is, in terms of like hype, this is definitely blowing that one out of the water. So I figured before the new movie comes out, we would talk about where it all started. A lot of people would argue to say this is one of the classic video game films. This is like the first good video game movie that came out. What year did it come out?
94. 95.
95.
95?
Yeah.
July.
Some people say this is
Talking
the one
about
that nailed it.
one?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that. We're not talking about the 2021.
No. You thought we were talking about the first one?
I really thought we were going to talk about. I thought we were going into this with the 2021.
Yeah, or what the hell?
I mean, before we recorded, Josh, you said that one's going to be irrelevant by the time the second one comes out. Is there any point in talking about it?
I don't know. I just what I was prepared for.
All right, look, okay, look.
I
Let's
stand by that statement, but yeah.
let's do like a little 10-minute review then on the 2021 one, because I feel like the one that people really still talk about to this day is the 95 Mortal Kombat movie. But have we all seen the 2021 Mortal Kombat film?
See.
All right.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I think I enjoyed the experience of going to a movie theater again. This was like once we were starting to kind of get out of the pandemic. And everyone was going to go watch movies with like their masks on and stuff. That was kind of a weird experience. But I kind of enjoyed watching the 2021 Mortal Kombat film. I thought it was good. If we were to go off our rating system, I think it's greatness, I guess. I don't know if I'd say it's greatness necessarily, but I would put it there. I think I enjoyed it enough to be like, yeah, it's greatness. Edgar,
I
you
enjoyed
have
it.
to agree, right?
No, I enjoyed it.
I mean, I think we were both
We were
fans of the first one. I mean, with the exception of Cole Young.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to make him a thing. I thought it was fine. You know, action scenes were a little bit sparse.
Yeah.
I don't think there was that many. But I thought it was okay. I feel like I keep downgrading my my rate. I went from like I enjoyed it, it was good. Now I'm saying it's okay. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a fine time. But Josh,
I hated it.
I'm assuming you didn't enjoy it.
No me gustó.
It's Basement. The movie was Basement.
Really?
It had great moments. The intro was amazing. Sub-Zero freezing Jax's arms and blowing him off was great. Other than that, they go into a little corner and they're like, we need to figure out our powers and awaken them so we can get prepared for this tournament. By the way, I have this tattoo I was born with, type of thing.
Okay, yeah.
That was dumb.
I forgot about that.
That movie is Basement. That movie is Basement. That movie was to make a good enough amount of money so that they can do Mortal Kombat 2. That's what that movie was.
I mean, it succeeded, right?
Yeah. So to Edgar's point, yeah, it's dumb. It's Basement. It's a Basement movie.
Eric, what did you think of it when it came out?
I liked it. So I guess I would put it in the greatness category. It was not a perfect movie. I did like how this one was kind of like what we talk about with a first season of a show, a good show. You kind of have to slow burn and grind through it. Okay, and so I think the show did a good job with the opening scene, with the two most prolific characters having a rivalry, and it's centered around that. Now, I know Cole Young this is one of these things where I think you kind of have to put your balls on the table and try something different. I don't know, but I have a feeling like he's going to be the new Scorpion at some point. The more modern
new one?
version. Yeah, the modern version. I don't know how that's going to tie into it, but I know he's coming back in this movie. But he does not appear to be he's obviously not going to be the primary character. He's not going to be the primary protagonist. It's obviously going to be Carl Urban, which is fun. But if you look back to that first one, you didn't see Johnny Cage, right? He was mentioned at the end, right? Or they gave a they gave a little intro to him, like, oh, I got to head to LA, and they start showing the posters. So they're building it up to this next character.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the show did a lot of good things. They were kind of having to show them. What's that?
Yeah, you're saying the show. You mean movie?
Right, in the movie, but that's right, in the movie. But I
in order for him to justify that it was good, yes, it was compared to a show.
Yeah.
So they pretty much have to show like the origin of how these characters gain power and what this tournament's about. So that's what I mean by you have to kind of start somewhere and build a foundation. And I can understand.
Yeah, but they could have done it without showing the powers. That's just so.
They did what?
They could have done that without like explaining their chi and their power and stuff like that. Like, it's just dumb.
Eric did say it wasn't perfect.
Part of the plot. You have to build some kind of story. I mean, if you just want to jump right into a tournament and throw these characters in, I think it would have been it would have been a failure had they just rushed to the tournament. Here are all these characters. Let's jam Scorpion and Sub-Zero down your throat and oversaturate those characters. I think we've seen this happen with these adaptations, trying to force these characters that people want to see in a certain way. And so I think the only thing about the show or the movie that I didn't like was Liu Kang was kind of a side character when I feel like he should probably be the main character.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not the main character because they're going to transition to Carl Urban and Johnny Cage, but I actually like that because I think he's actually a character that's worthy of putting at the forefront. And so leaving him as like to be in this second movie and building that character up, I think will bode well for them. And that's why I think it will elevate this first one. So, or the 2021 version.
Yeah.
This certainly has a bigger budget. There's going to be a lot more characters. You can already see in some of the glimpses. So that has me a little nervous. I just said it. Are we just going to jam characters down your throat? I don't know. I hope there's some story building. But I definitely think this one has great potential.
Okay. All right. So you'd put the 2021 in greatness. I mean, Josh, you're the only one that puts it in basement.
It was really good. I mean, like I said, it wasn't perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't perfect. But,
yeah.
I think comparing it to the 95 movie, though, it's almost not even apples to apples. It's just, they're very different movies.
Mm-hmm.
I think the original one was definitely a very good video game adaptation. The 95. It was, for its time. The 90s were, a hit or miss time for film. And I think they did a pretty good job with that one in 95. Now, they followed it up with a terrible sequel.
God.
And that's what I mean. It just kind of died right there. They just killed it. So I'd rather see the reverse, where you have a pretty good opening movie, and then let's build to a much better sequel, which is what you normally want to have when you're making multiple movies. If you're going to make a trilogy, you want the second one to usually be the best one. To sustain, you have to sustain a trilogy. You can't do it without the second one. So, I'm very interested in this second one.
Look, the 2021 version I thought was fine. I enjoyed it. Not as rewatchable, I don't think, as the 95 version. The 95 version is just what I grew up watching as a kid, and playing the video games and then seeing it on screen. I'm like, this is what I want. I just want to see Scorpion fight. I just want to see him in the
already heard from you. Ask Edgar.
Well, what did you think? Right?
Which
Were you talking about the 2021 version, or were we talking about 95?
Because he's not on the screen. You can't see him. We just hear a voice. Stop forgetting about that, man.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Go. You're right, Josh. No, you're completely right. Edgar, what are your 2 cents?
About which one?
Oh, great. Let's start with 2021.
Like you said, it was enjoyable. Eric said it perfectly. It's like a season 1. They're introducing all these characters, their powers and all that. And this is the build-up. This is season 2. It's a good comparison.
Yep.
The whole Halo thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Josh, what's going on? What's wrong? You wanted to hear from Edgar, now you don't want to hear from Edgar. What's going
I'm
on?
listening to you guys. I'm just
Your soul is mine. Let's go back to that one.
keep talking, Edgar. I hate this comparison to TV shows and movies.
But it's a good comparison. I think Eric made a good point.
But keep talking.
Edgar, go
I just
ahead.
hate this movie so much. But go ahead, Edgar.
Go ahead. Apparently, they've heard enough from me. So, what do you think?
It was good. There.
Okay. Well, you kick us off then with the '95 movie.
That's a good thing. Like this one's still being talked about. You know, a movie that came out in '95, a movie that was just PG-13, no violence, just a tiny bit of violence, and it still holds up, which is crazy for me to think about.
Fatalities are not really.
They're all right.
Whatever.
You know, think about that, man. Right? Mm-hmm. After that, we got Tomb Raider, we got all these other ones that came out in the 2000s. Resident Evil is another one.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's, people still say this was a perfect like video game adaptation. It's still being talked to about today, you know?
Here we are talking about it.
Yeah, maybe it's because of what the way the characters were introduced, or the fights, even though there was not so many, you know? Mm. Well, like, that's what still it boggles me, like, to this day. It's like one of those movies that's still being talked about, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Like, what about you guys? That question, a movie from the '95, still being talked about, being considered still like one of the best or the best at video game adaptation.
Josh would disagree because he thinks Street Fighter the movie is actually the best video game film of all time. Oh, God. Despite that one actually being.
Can you mute him? Can you mute him because he's out of this equation?
Josh, you I'm right. Right, you like Street Fighter more than Mortal Kombat?
Of course.
Yes. See? But I still enjoyed Mortal Kombat. Okay. I think 95. First off, the Street Fighter movie is not a video game movie. I don't even know if it's a Street Fighter movie. That movie has like an identity issue.
Yeah.
Okay? So I don't actually label it.
Is it a Van Damme movie? Is it a fucking
at all? You know, you have an American, you know, with an accent, makes no sense. It's terribly good. 95 Mortal Kombat is just on a different level, and Edgar said it perfectly, right? Besides saying, I enjoyed it. The action scenes are so much better. The action scenes in this movie are 100 times better than the action scenes in the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie.
Get out of here! Come on, really?
Dude,
I have to agree with Josh on this one. I'm sorry.
Besides the intro in 2021, what is a good action scene in that movie?
Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting at the end.
That's it.
That was not a good. That was
really the moment when like Sub-Zero like cuts up Scorpion and he freezes his blood in midair and then like fucking stabs him with it.
Yeah.
Creates an ice wall and throws him in. Was that not fucking awesome? What about here? Let me explain it to you, Josh. Okay, so you got the opening fight scene right with Scorpion and Sub-Zero in 2021.
Yes.
There's a moment in that scene where Scorpion throws out his whatever the spear thing. Mm-hmm. It hits the tree.
I thought that scene was good.
Hold on.
That scene,
right, it hits the tree, and then he pulls it out and it cuts Sub-Zero or Bi-Han's cheek. Mm-hmm. And then there's a callback when they fight again, where Scorpion throws out the spear, and what does Sub-Zero do? He leans into it, like he's like taunting him, like, go ahead, pull that fucking spear out. He pulls it out and he grabs it before it fucking cuts his cheek. Uh-huh. Almost like, hey, I'd learned the last time we fucking fought. Is that not fucking great?
Okay.
Is that not great?
Well, besides that fight, that's it.
Yeah, how was that, Jack?
How does Liu Kang defeat Sub-Zero?
How was Sonya Blade? How was Sonya Blade? She was terrible in that movie.
Okay.
Her fight scenes were freaking awful. How was Kano's fight scenes in those movies? Awful. The only scene that I enjoyed from him was the hilarious scenes of him getting tripped, shooting a laser out of his eye, and then ripping a heart out of a lizard. Other than that, there was really no fight scenes because nobody in that movie besides Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Cole Young, and Liu Kang and Kung Lao knew how to fight.
And Ryu.
All right,
And
give
Kung Lao
me
only
a good
fought
fight.
Liu Kang.
Give me a good fight from '95 besides the Scorpion and Johnny Cage one.
Reptile and Liu Kang. Mic drop.
Reptile, Liu Kang,
Oh, fuck
Scorpion
off.
and Johnny Cage.
Yep.
Okay.
Goro and Johnny Cage.
And Shang Tsung and Liu Kang. Garo and Johnny Cage was actually enjoyable as well.
Those were all
movie
aura
actually
moments.
had much more memorable fight scenes. 21. Get out of here, man.
Yeah,
Look,
get out of here, dude.
No, look, I love.
Special effects were like terrible in '95.
No. Look, I love the '95 movie because it introduces the characters and it gives them such like aura moments, like Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Liu Kang, all of them. But the actual fights, those weren't real. Like they felt, you can tell they were choreographed fights.
It was '95.
Yeah.
But you're saying that this is better than 2021? Like, are you fucking
Let me also
insane,
tell you one
Josh?
thing
Like,
that I appreciated about the '95 Mortal Kombat movie. Liu Kang shoots his fireballs at Feng Shui. They didn't spend 30 minutes explaining how he worked up that fireball as well.
Oh,
He just did it,
whatever.
and I was okay with that. I would take that.
You know
over
what
the
else we
21 as well.
you know what else we got in the '95 hour that we didn't get in 2021? Friendship.
What was it? What's the friendship?
What's the autograph to Scorpion?
Johnny Cage, the Scorpion.
We got both. We got a fatality and a friendship. Boom.
Yeah, and he does a shadow kick.
Yep.
No explanation.
No
How did he
explanation.
get it? I don't care. He
Bicycle
did it. It
kick.
looked great.
Yep.
Are we
Bicycle
missing?
kick.
Eric, I mean, can you back me up here? I mean, I feel like I'm being attacked here on all sides. I mean,
You're being attacked because you're saying stupid things.
I'm not. How am I saying stupid things?
Hey, remember that scene when he throws that and then he's like,
That was awesome. That was awesome. That was an awesome scene.
Nobody remembered that scene but you, Edgar, Alberto. Nobody remembered that scene but you, Alberto.
Okay.
Just
okay.
saying.
Yeah, where's Eric?
Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, the opening scene with Scorpion and Sub-Zero in 21 was far superior than to anything in 95.
Thank you. Thank you.
To Albert's point,
One scene. One scene.
hold on.
Sorry.
To Albert's point, the scene where he talks about where he cuts his face and then later he grabs the chain, right? Mm-hmm. Those are like deep personal scenes that carry on, and I remember them. You saw it in the first opening scene because it was like the one moment where, Scorpion is getting caught off guard, and I like that he is being. They're making it very clear who the villain is between the two, because I don't think you really know if you just kind of look at it from the surface, and you look at it as Scorpion is more of, I would say he's more of a protagonist, and Sub-Zero is clearly the villain. And I do think that they also identify that they're from different countries as well. I believe one is Japanese and one is Chinese, right? Yeah. So there's this interesting rivalry between them. So they really build the rivalry.
Yeah.
Right. They really build the rivalry great with the two best characters in the game, the most notable characters in the game. I thought that the ending fight scene was really great as well. To Albert's point, like, he does the move again and you think, oh, he's going to get him. And he's like, nope, not this time. That's awesome. They showcased their power at so much on a grander scale. I also think that the Jax Sub-Zero fight in 21 was really good. It highlights why Jax got those robotic arms.
It wasn't even a fight scene, but go ahead.
Well, it was again, it's just a quick little, hey, I got you, but maybe next time, right?
Yeah.
And you forget that Cole Young, despite him never being a part of the Mortal Kombat universe, like, he took on Goro and like cut his ass up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Up. Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah, we
too.
forgot about that scene because it wasn't memorable.
Whatever.
Because
Liu Kang, how does Liu Kang defeat Sub-Zero 95?
Was better than the Garo in 2021.
Answer that question.
Johnny Cage kicks Goro in the balls, dude, in 95.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like, okay, cut him in the ball, you kick him in the balls, and then you run out to the cliff's edge, and you find a way to get this big bumbling idiot to fall off. It's pretty much what it is. Where Goro in 21 was actually a lot more intimidating character. Like his stature and his size and his intimidation was far more. You felt it when you saw him. You're like, whoa, how the fuck is he going to stop this guy? And that's when they start to kind of introduce, like, okay, Cole Young is the next character. He's the next Scorpion. At least that's where I thought. That's what it is, because he's the bloodline. So they're building that character up. They're going to have to include him, though, in this second one for it to make sense. Like, they can't just put him on the back burner. He's going to have a role, I think, if this movie's going to work. He needs to have a role. You can't just throw Carl Urban in there and be like, all right, Carl, carry us. I'm a little worried that's what it's going to come down to. And look, Carl Urban is a much bigger name, bigger character. You know, he just is. But when I think back to 95 and some of the fight scenes, there was no rivalry between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. It was a showcase of, to Albert's point, the aura. Look at them in their costumes. There they are, right? And they never really had that rivalry moment because they were under the, I think they were being possessed, or not possessed, but they were under the.
They're like the bodyguards for Shang Tsung or something.
Yeah, like Shang Tsung had him under a spell or something. So they were kind of used more as like, you know, security, not really a big part of the story. You know, they were just kind of there for the show. And yes, their fight scenes in 95 were good. I don't want to say they weren't. They were very good. I thought Liu Kang's fight with Sub-Zero was very good. I thought that was one of the better fights. But it was just kind of quick and over. So, yeah, I think 21 had a lot of really good moments. Yeah, I didn't have, you know, it wasn't jam-packed with these crazy fight scenes. We do need to see some fatalities in this next in MK2 coming up. We've got to see that. That's a huge part of the game when you play the game. So, and maybe even some friendships or whatever goofy shit. Like, Mortal Kombat does have a quirky side to it. And I think this movie, this new version of it, this new adaptation, I think has a better platform to present the quirkiness versus the 95, which was kind of like, it was a little darker, more serious tone-ish, kind of, you know? So I want to see some quirkiness, dude. And I'm really excited to see Shao Kahn. He looks like a great character coming up in this, or at least the way he looks. So hopefully he carries his role as dominant as he looks. So we need to see some fatalities, and I think we're going to. I think we're going to see a lot of what you see in the games presented in this one. And it's because they took the slow approach in the first movie, which I'm not even sure if they thought that was going to be successful.
No,
right?
I don't think
and it was. It was. So that's where I stand on that.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, Josh, you made me turn against 95 Mortal Kombat. I think I'm going to say 2021 was better than 95 now. And y'all did that. I was here fully prepared to say that 95 was greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not so sure. Now I'm not so sure. I mean, you guys have not explained why 95 was good, other than like, oh, Johnny Cage has a friendship moment with Scorpion.
Okay, we were
I thought
talking.
it was casted pretty well. I thought the characters looked good. Like,
They
to your
did.
point,
I'm
you
not
said
gonna
it.
lie, yeah.
The aura of them was very good, right? And so
Yeah.
I really liked Liu Kang in 95. I thought he was a great lead character for that movie. That I think his name was Robin Chow. I don't know how to say his name, but I thought he was a really good protagonist. Like, that's what I wanted to see a little bit more of in this new version of Mortal Kombat, but they decided to go a different route for whatever reason. I don't know what it was.
The characters in the 95 Mortal Kombat were even more iconic than the 2021's Mortal Kombat. You know, Robin Shu was a much better Liu Kang. You know, that was the obvious.
For sure.
Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, 95 Mortal Kombat, was charismatic. He was funny. He was enjoyable, right?
I think he's about to get crushed by Carl Urban.
I agree.
Possibly. I'm a
Carl
fan of Carl Urban as well. Christopher Lambert was a way better Raiden than the Raiden we got in the 21 as well. You know, and then Shang Tsung was a much better, you know,
I think that
in
actor
'95
was, yeah,
than
he
what we
was.
They
got
did
in
have a
21
great
as
Shang
well.
Tsung. The
Yeah.
'95 Shang Tsung was very
Yeah.
good. It was very good.
Yeah,
It was very good.
like your soul, like when he said that, that was 100 times better.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah,
opening
well.
scene when Liu Kang is dreaming about his brother fighting him, you know, in that tournament or whatever, and then he like looks at him and says, "Your brother's soul is mine." That's such a great scene, you know.
That's just
Even
the
when like
opening.
Raiden says like, "Yeah, that opening was so good," and then even when like Christopher Lambert, when he's like cheesy and he's like, "I don't think so."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the context for that?
That was towards.
They were on the boat, right?
Yeah, in the boat. Yeah, the boat.
Oh,
And then he
okay.
blasts them, and he's like, "I don't think so," or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Well, look,
And he says it a couple more times in the movie as well.
I just feel like I disagree with the whole action scene thing. I think 2021 carries it, or
So
surpasses the 95 in terms of action.
is it fair to say that when you're 16 years down the road, when special effects are a lot better, cinematography is better, choreography is much better as well. So it's kind of a hard comparison, but you can't hate for what 95's Mortal Kombat brought to the table, actually, because it did, like Edgar talked about the reptile thing, which was an amazing fight scene.
It was.
I mean, but
I mean, the '90s did have movies that knew how to put out some good special effects. Terminator 2, Jurassic Park. I mean, it was there.
90s is
there.
notorious for terrible special
Right,
effects.
right. But I'm saying it was there, though.
Good
It's not that
special effects for like
I
really.
think they could have. I think they could have done a little better job. And I'm not saying it was horrendous in '95 Mortal Kombat, but they could have. It could have been a little better. But look, we're talking about two different. Like to your point, Josh, you make a good point. We're talking about now 30 plus years later, right? So, yeah, I don't think there's any shame in liking 95 Mortal Kombat over 21 Kombat or vice versa. I don't think there's any shame. I think that this current adaptation is now going to offer us a lot more from what you actually see playing the games. And so, and it is crazy to go back and think about Mortal Kombat being rated PG-13, and they still were able to produce a pretty good movie, even despite it being like a very violent video game for the time, and it somehow pulled off a decent film, you know.
I will say that I think, and I'm probably overstepping, Mortal Kombat 2 will be the greatest Mortal Kombat movie.
I think I think that there's a strong possibility.
There's most definitely a strong possibility, and I'm excited for it. But I just 95 Mortal Kombat is a step above 21. Edgar, come on, man. You somewhat agree with me.
I do agree with
Is
you.
95 Mortal Kombat a step up from 21?
It is, and I don't know what Howard's talking about, man. I feel they so.
all I'm saying is action scenes. I think 2021's better.
Now, okay, if we're just talking about action, I'll say it goes to 95 still.
Oh man, you're hurting me there. I don't understand
No,
why.
I think that the Scorpion Sub-Zero sequence in the beginning and the end.
Those are great, dude. I think those clear.
I mean, those two alone.
Alone?
Hey, guys,
What's
give
going
me
on?
a second. My power went out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I thought your camera.
Uh-oh. Damn, okay.
Crazy. Give me a
Fatality.
second.
Wait.
Give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Raiden didn't like what Josh had to say.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. We didn't talk about the Street Fighter trailer.
Oh, shit, we have it now.
What did you think, Eric? Did you see the trailer?
I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I never really was into Street Fighter. I thought the first Street Fighter was the original film with Jean-Claude Van Damme was just a fucking mess.
Yeah.
This new one I think is going to be probably better. It will probably focus more on like the street fighting, the tournament, or whatever Street Fighter does. I definitely think it will. It looks like they're really kind of how you say it, like they're really trying to capture the aura of it for sure. Look, they're going to cast Cody Rhodes, a massive name. I don't know if that means he can fucking act in a movie, but some of these guys transition well from the wrestling platform into acting. We've seen that, right?
Yeah.
With both The Rock and John
Batista.
Cena, who are now both. I mean, John Cena's actually turned out to be a very good actor.
I think Batista's better than.
Batista.
Like,
Batista, really good actor, right?
Yeah.
But these guys all started like when they started acting. Some of their early movies were kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Not a lot of range. I mean, I don't think they were trying to feed them too much, and they were kind of like silly. But as they progressed and kind of stuck with it and dedicated themselves to it, they became very well-rounded actors. And now their movies, a lot of the movies that they play in, are must-watch, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure Cody Rhodes has that potential. I don't know enough about him, but I'm sure he has the potential to take it beyond the wrestling entertainment and maybe be a good actor. I don't know if this movie is going to be it. I think he'll probably fit the role from a aesthetic standpoint very well. I can't remember the character. Who's he playing? I can't remember.
Guile. He's playing Guile.
Yeah, he's playing the guy. He's playing the same character Van Damme did. So I think he'll probably be a better version of that character for sure. So,
no accent, that's for sure.
Yeah, no accent. That's right. It's so fucking weird. But I think that I think it has the potential to be like a fun watch.
Yeah.
It leans more towards the cheesiness of
100%.
Yeah, so
100%.
that's a good thing, right? Like
yeah.
they're not how do you say hiding from it. They're okay. Look, this is how we're gonna lean towards
That's
it.
true. That is true. I still do think, however, that Mortal Kombat 2 is. I mean, because this is the first Street Fighter movie.
It's gonna be
a sequel.
It's gonna be the same thing with 2021. We're gonna have the same thing basically with this one. Because if you've seen the trailer, it seems like it follows Ken.
Yeah, not Ryu.
Not Ryu or
Ken
or anyone else. And it seems like they're gonna build up to the tournament kind of.
Again, yep, that's true. Yeah, it does feel like they're laying the foundation like they did with 2021. So I don't know, but I do think this Mortal Kombat one is. It's they gotta get it.
What's his name?
Man.
Akuma is in there too.
Oh, Akuma, yeah, played by Roman Reigns.
Another wrestler.
He looks the part.
Yeah.
You gotta see if he acts the part.
Oh, okay.
No,
he gave us more than in 2021. 2021. Come on. Look, except for what you were just saying right now, the Sub-Zero and Liu Kang. That one was weak. Okay, I'll give you that. But
he throws water at him, dude. Come on.
But everything else is. Come on, you don't think this the Johnny Cage and Scorpion fight was cool?
I mean, good like fight. I said, that one's good.
Keep talking, Edgar.
But that was it.
Come on, and then he takes him to. Can you say hell? And that whole fight sequence under there was cool. He takes.
You know what we didn't see though that we saw in 2021. What? The classic Scorpion fatality where he like burns you with.
He did that here, but Johnny Cage blocked it.
Yeah, you lose a bit of aura points there, as they say. It's Scorpion.
But come on,
I agree with Edgar. 100% when you stated that they could have told you more.
Mm-hmm.
They could have gotten rid of that whole story arc of them learning their abilities and pivoted in another direction that was probably more beneficial. Do you agree with that, Edgar?
I do. Mm-hmm. Even the fight towards the end with Liu Kang and Shang Tsung was good.
Are we forgetting the moment in 2021 when like Cole Young, Scorpion, they team up, they fight Bi-Han?
You keep talking about
that. Give me another one, Albert. Yeah, come on.
I talked about Cole Young fighting Goro.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty good.
What
about when Liu Kang does his fatality against Cabal? The classic like dragon, he comes down and like fucking burns the shit out of him. That was fucking great too. In the tar pits or whatever, burns Cabal. What about Kung Lao killing Natara with his classic MK9 fatality? Puts the fucking thing and he like pulls her and like shreds her in half. Flawless victory, he says.
Oh, he does say that.
Come on, dude.
Kung Lao was a little weird in 21.
Wait, I will give you that.
I don't think I was a huge fan of, and I don't think it has anything to do with Kung Lao. I think it was just the way he was presented in 21 MK that I thought was, I don't know. He just was a weird, I don't know. He was goofy, kind of. But whatever. He got killed off anyway, right?
Hey.
He's coming back in the second one as an evil reincarnated version
of Kung Lao.
So, I mean, I don't know.
So let me go through the fight scenes of 2021 real quick.
All right.
Okay. So besides the obviously we talked about the first scene, okay, with Bihan and Scorpion, okay. But besides the scene of Jax getting his arms blown off, how memorable was that scene? Okay.
Pretty memorable.
Yeah.
Besides all we remember is his arms getting blown off. How about the reptile scene?
Well, was that really reptile though?
Supposedly.
I mean,
how was the Sonya Blade and Kano fight in the desert?
Oh.
Not memorable.
Mm-mm.
We can't speak to it, right? How was the Sub-Zero fight against Liu Kang? Not memorable.
Okay.
We don't remember it.
Yeah.
Okay. How was Jax versus Raiko? The guy with the hammer.
Jax did a pretty sweet fatality. He did the hands clap and fucking.
Oh shit!
Come on, that was great.
They elevate those terrible scenes with finishers. That's all they're giving us. The choreographs were terrible. How was the Sonya Blade and Melina fight? We haven't talked about that. Not memorable.
Yeah. Come on, Howard.
Okay.
The Liu Kang and Cabal scene was only memorable with the fatality. All of these scenes were only good with the fatality.
You can say that then, but with Johnny Cage and Goro, the most memorable thing was when he punched him in the fucking balls.
It was like a 60-second fight scene. Yeah.
Oh, you agree? It wasn't that long of a fight then.
His sunglasses, and he's like, "Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole."
Yeah.
And then he hits him in the nuts.
Yeah, that's the one thing that was memorable then, huh?
Great scene.
It was a great
that scene 100 times over the Cole Young Goro scene. Goro in 2021 was mindless and a waste of breath.
Oh.
He was mindless and a waste of breath in '95.
He had a personality.
No, he didn't.
He had several scenes.
Goro had a personality.
And he was a.
What did he have? A fucking family or what?
Yes, he did. Actually, just kidding.
No, you're just sitting there eating turkey legs. Some personality, Josh.
He had several scenes. Garo in 21 came out of a barn and then gets his butt kicked.
Yeah.
He served his purpose the same way he served his purpose in like the Mortal Kombat games. He's a sub boss.
He's supposed to be the second to the final boss.
Exactly. He doesn't need a personality.
Yeah, hold on.
He was a side character.
Hold on.
Side character. He was Calendar Man. Alberto.
All right,
Eric.
This thing about Goro, we gotta stop talking about it. He's not that important. And he's not that important. He isn't. He's not that important. There are bigger characters, more popular characters that need to be showcased. Goro he's a sub boss, like Albert said. He's not that important. And if his only memory we have of him in the 95 Mortal Kombat is Johnny Cage grabbing his dick and then kicking him off a cliff. That's just lame, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just lame.
I heard that scene 100 times more than most of the scenes in 21.
It's just not that memorable. And I thought the Goro fight scene with Cole Young was very good. And at least he cut his ass in half. At least
I just gave you guys a list of like memorable fight scenes. Unmemorable.
we actually saw the identity of a Mortal Kombat game, like people getting cut in half, you know, not fucking punching him in the dick and then kicking him off a cliff because he broke his fucking $500 sunglasses.
Yeah, I don't understand this. Like we're on complete different sides of the spectrum when it comes to the fight scenes. I thought we would be all on the same page that 2021 just clears 95 in terms of action scenes. It may not have the same aura moments. I get that. 95 has better moments when it comes to presenting the characters and the iconic moments and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of the fight scenes, it's just there's no comparing it, dude. There's just no comparing it. I'm sorry. It has great one-liners. I'll give you that.
Which one? The 95?
Yeah, it has great one-liners. That's true. But other than that, I'm sorry, but 2021 just like it's just a better movie.
No, it's not.
It kind of is, Josh. I'm sorry. It just kind of is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, like
Edgar, back me up.
Come on. I can't believe you're saying this. I thought we were going to be on the same page
please,
here.
Edgar, please don't bring up fucking like how Johnny Cage writes fucking Scorpion an autograph. How did he fucking get the autograph? You just had it in his pocket this whole fucking time? Like, explain that shit.
I'm explaining the fights. Are they way better? They're like more memorable. I still remember these.
They're not. They're always just running around.
Who?
They're just running around. Johnny Cage was running away from fucking Scorpion half the time.
Wouldn't you?
No, if I'm in a fucking tournament where I'm supposed to fight, I'm not gonna run away.
Okay, whatever, dude. You just you just don't see the point. I mean, Josh, you like it's
no, I don't see the point. I understand the
our
aura moments. I don't understand the action scenes. I don't get it.
It came, 22, 23. That's like what 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And why is it 95 still being talked about? We consider being one of the best out of all these adaptations that we got. Uncharted,
because it presents these characters in the way you want them to be presented. But beyond that, when it comes to the action scenes, there wasn't even any fucking fatalities in the 95 one.
Are you fucking crazy?
Name me one fatality that was memorable. And don't say that Luke Cage.
We talked about it already.
That's not a fucking fatality. Give me a fatality.
That's a fatality.
That's not. It's not a fatality. I'm sorry.
Which one?
Give me a fatality.
No, but
Scorpion also took off his mask.
Yeah.
And Johnny Cage blocked it, Edgar said. So not very iconic.
Yes, it is.
How so?
Because I still remember it.
It was a PG-13 movie. And also, Shang Tsung was thrown off of an edge into spikes. That is also a fatality.
You know what Scorpion said to Sub-Zero?
When?
Before he burned him, he said, you sent me to hell, and now I came back, and now I mastered the flames, I mastered the fire, and he fucking takes off his mask and he burns him to a crisp.
Yeah, only you would remember that.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Eric also remembers this shit too. What are you talking about?
Eric doesn't remember it. He's just saying that just because he feels bad for you.
Oh,
nah, I don't know about that. Fucking Christopher Lambert took your power out, Josh. Okay, he doesn't fucking agree with you.
Yeah, I remember that scene with the spear almost hitting his face too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the moment? What about the moment when Cole's about to get his ass kicked? And he's about to stab him with the spear, and then with the spear of Hanzo, and Sub-Zero grabs it, and he's like, the spear of Hanzo, and then it like gets all hot in his hand, and what happens? It summons fucking Scorpion. They play the fucking Mortal Kombat theme song. They play the Mortal Kombat theme song. Scorpion says, "Get over here!" Fucking brings him in. Come on, dude. Was that not fucking great?
He says it in the 95 one too.
Sub-Zero creates his fucking blade out of ice. Is that not fucking amazing?
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Come on.
Scorpion also says, "Get down from there."
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's an iconic Scorpion line.
Yeah,
Get down from there. Right, yeah. We all remember that fucking Scorpion says that in the video games.
Welcome.
It was still great. It was still great.
Okay, well, so where we're going with this?
I don't know where we're going with this. I honestly don't know what the fuck happened. We were supposed to just talk about 95, not pit these two together, but you know what? We're going to leave it up to the fans. to decide what they think, because this is not going anywhere, and we're spending way too much time on this. Look, thank you guys for listening. We could talk about this on and on. I'm gonna let John or Eric give the last word of this topic before we end it.
Oh, okay.
Eric, go ahead.
Look, in the end, Mortal Kombat is far ahead of a lot of other game adaptations to films, whether it's 95, 21, or what we're about to see. So, if
Thanks
you're a
to
Mortal
95.
Kombat fan, what's that?
Thanks to 95.
Don't interrupt the man, Eric. Okay, I mean Josh. Right? Don't interrupt the man.
If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you should be grateful that you at least have 2 movies that are very enjoyable, because you could be Resident Evil fan and rewatching the same regurgitated bullshit, Silent Hill, the same regurgitated bullshit, or you could be a Halo fan that cries because, well, it doesn't look like the game. Well, play the game. I don't know. Fuck. Like that. The point of the point of film and movies is to build a story and have characters and to dive deeper into what they're about than just picking up the sticks and playing the FPS. Because if you want that, then just do that, because it's going to offer you more anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So Mortal Kombat is in a good place, whether it's 95, 21, 26. I'm all in for it. Let's go. Go Birds. Sixers are moving on, baby. Fuck the Celtics. See you never.
There you go. Fucking, that was a fatality right there.